Hi guys, it's Natalie and today I wanted to swatch some new single shadows that I just got from Clionadh. I've had these for a few days now, so I've tried about half of them. Today I'm wearing one on my lids. We'll get to it later. Clionadh is an indie brand from Canada. I wanted to try them about a year ago and they just have a lot of stocking issues. Usually they have restocks kind of rarely. I suspect because they're bigger now, they'll probably have them more often. They have a lot in stock right now because they did like a full restock rather than a pre-order, which it seems like the pre-orders are like where it gets a little messy in terms of shipping. So I think we can start with kind of like the showstopper shades perhaps. These three on the side here are jeweled multichromes. They're like most famous kind of formula. It's the really intense blackface multichrome that has a really strong color shift to it. I feel like the lighting here doesn't show super well in the pans. Oh no, that shows really well. So these ones across, I have Patina, Smoulder, and Anneal, and they have a lot of shifting to them. This shade is Anneal. It's kind of like a peacock green to blue to purple sort of a shade. And it is so shiny. I'm gonna have to insert some clips in the end of me rotating my wrist in different lighting so that you can really see all the colors it captures, because right here you see so much of the green, but for me I see a lot of the purple when I look at it here. The next shade is Smoulder. This one is kind of a red magenta to a gold to a green. It's really hard to see the like other colors in the swatches here, but this one looks like a really deep rainbow. It's really cool. The like gold and the green really come out a lot on my end. And then the last one here is Patina, and this one is like a gold to a green to a blue. That is like my favorite kind of color. So right from my angle, it looks like green and blue. So those are the three jeweled multichromes I picked up. I'll do another video of the swatches on my wrist in the natural lighting as well, because I think the shifts show up a little bit differently depending on like the lightings. Like over here I have natural lighting and you can just see some of the shifts a little bit differently. Next one, I have a vibrant multichrome. This one is in the shade Royalty. It's like a purple base with a gold to blue reflect. You really see the gold a lot here, but I see the blue, and the blue is kind of like a green blue. So you really see the gold a lot, but I'm really seeing the blue. The next one is the vibrant glitter multichrome in the shade Regal. This is the only one of this formula, and this one's like a periwinkle blue with a gold and teal shimmer. So you see the gold, which is kind of like a peachy gold, but I see the like green kind of color, but you can really get a good sense of the base color there actually. And these are so sparkly. Anneal is more like shiny, like really high shine metallic. Smoulder and Patina have more sparkle and a little bit more texture to them. And then these two, Royalty and Regal, have so much texture to them. They're almost a little bit chunky, but in a good way. The next one I have is a hybrid multichrome. This is in the shade Embroidery, and this might be a new favorite of mine. I wore this one the other day and it really blew my mind. I've yet to find pictures online that really captured it, but it has this lime green shimmer and then a smoky, like forest green to almost a purple shift to it. But it gets like really cool toned, but it has the lime green. And it's just super grungy and makes like a really nice one and done shade because the base is more like a smoky color rather than being like completely black and opaque like these. The next one I have is the only iridescent one I got. This is a Series 2 iridescent multichrome in the shade Ray. This is the softest one in the pan by far. You can see the like red on my finger really well, but in the swatch you'll really see the other colors. It's kind of like a red orange gold and it has no base pigment. Oh, I'm just gonna say the camera really catches the color as looking like this kind of crazy neon. It is neon, but it's not like that. So this is a warning. These ones are hard to show on camera because the camera like blows out the color. You can see in the swatch that there's just this really vibrant red and there is like a yellow gold to it as well. It's super unique and the base is kind of like a white like translucent. It's supposed to not really have a base color. The next shade is Ochre, which is a deep iridescent multichrome. This one's a gold to a lime green. I really like these kinds of formulas because they have a beige base. Oh wow. They have a beige base to them, which you can see if I go like this. So they make for a really nice, more like daily eyeshadow look. But you're really seeing the warm gold. It's like a really warm gold. For me, it looks lime green, like electric lime green, similar to like the shift in Embroidery, but just like a little bit brighter. So hopefully we'll catch it later. The next shade is another of the same formula, and it's the one I have on my lids right now, and it's Verte, which is less sparkly and more smooth and metallic, similar to Anneal, but it has the kind of like beige base, so it's not nearly as opaque. And this one is a cool toned green to a warm toned purple. You can see on my eyes really well how this one is the cool toned green and that one looks like the warm purple. This one's a little bit more of like a subtle kind of a look because it's not nearly as sparkly as Ochre even. And then last but not least, we have Stencil, which I think might show up the best out of any of these because it's a glitter multichrome, which is kind of their like baseline formula. It has a shift, but not in the same way as the other ones. It kind of is this periwinkle blue base. It's more blue than Regal, but it has this hot pink purple glitter and also a gold glitter. Let me pick up some on my finger. It also has like a gold glitter that at the very edge makes it look rainbow. It looks like a pastel rainbow, and I don't know how to show it. You can really see the shine, but I wore this one yesterday and there's actually like an angle that hits it that literally looks rainbow. I don't know how to describe it. So up top we have Anneal. You can see the shift to the purple. Next is Smoulder. You can see the green and the gold. Patina, you can see the blue. You can see the blue sparkles in Royalty and Regal. Then you can see Embroidery has a smoky purple at the edge. And you can see the gold shift in Ray. Ochre, you can see the lime. And Verte, you can see the purple on the edge. And then Stencil, you can see the gold actually there. And then you can see in this lighting, Anneal, Smoulder, Patina, Royalty and Regal, and Embroidery. I've also just re-swatched Ray, Verte, and Ochre on my hand. So you can see Stencil, Ray, Verte, and Ochre. So you can see how the shift moves. Because I feel like these ones are the hardest to capture. And then one more, I think showing the shift in the pan is actually really fun. So you can just see the sparkles in the pan. Really shows the like glitter that comes through on the eye. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I really enjoyed swatching these. They are gorgeous. I hope the swatches are useful to you if you're thinking about purchasing from Clionadh. I've noticed that all the shadows have performed really well. They wear a nice amount of time for being like emollient multichromes, so just keep that in mind. I don't use primer or glitter glue or anything. I don't even set my lid with powder. I just put them on. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time.